Hi and welcome to my review of the JJRC H36 mini quadcopter. This is quite an unusual one in the respect that it's almost exactly the same as the eachine E010, which I don't know if you've seen my review of this quadcopter. They happen to be identical. I've compared them, had a look at them. Build wise, let's just adjust this camera a little bit. Build wise, they're exactly the same. The markings are the same on them, even down to the circuit board underneath. They've got identical markings on them as well. So I can only assume that they're rebadged from either one of the other. I don't know whether they're both eachine or they're both JJRC or there's somebody else and they're rebadging them, whatever. But yeah, they're exactly the same. So if you've seen my review of the eachine E010, you'll pretty much know what to expect from this. It runs with a 150 milliamp hour 3.7 volt single cell LiPo battery, and the controller needs two AA batteries which are not supplied, so you will have to supply those yourself, and they go into the back there. Fairly standard mode 2 controller, which is thrust and yaw on the left hand stick and control directions on the right hand stick. You've got, I believe, the headless mode is there, speed mode is there, which is high and low rates, and the flip button is that one there, and these are the trim buttons along with the power button just there. As with the eachine 010, the instructions have got a few errors in them, and the instructions tell you that these controls are all different to what I've just described, but you'll soon work out what the correct controls are. It doesn't take too long. As I say, speed, flip, headless mode and trim buttons. Right, so we'll do a test flight for it. I've got a timer there so we know how long the flight time is, and we'll start by turning the controller on, just there, plugging the quadcopter in, and then binding it. Just as a for instance, to show you how similar these are, this controller will actually bind with this quadcopter. So they're exactly the same quadcopter in my books, the same protocols and everything. Okay, here we go. And we're starting off in low mode now, low speed mode. There we go, and that's the sort of responses. Left and right, oh, left and right, red LED for the back, blue for the front, and that's the yaw speed for the low rates. So let's just turn the speed up. Yaw speed for the high rates ever so slightly faster. And yeah, more pitch angle on the quadcopter in the high rates. Let's show you some flips. So right hand shoulder button. And yeah, in exactly the same way as the eachine, it does lose a bit of height on the flips. It's fairly tidy apart from the height loss. And as long as you're ready to counteract the height loss, it's not a problem. Let's give the headless mode a try. Okay, so the light flashes when it's in headless mode. Let's see if that is the case. Yeah, in headless mode now. Whoa, yep. And the one key return just simply brings it backwards along its plane of flight when it entered headless mode. Take it out of headless mode and I'm now into standard mode now. Let's do some funnels if we can. Oh. Okay, it's one off to one side there. Let's try that again. Okay, I just lost a bit of response from the stick there. I think that just might be the play in the stick or something like that. Let's try on faster mode. Oh, that was on faster mode. Let's try on the slow mode then. There we go. But these are a nice stable quadcopter to fly. I don't know if you've seen all of this. Alright, let's just take it over here and just put it onto the ceiling if I can. Whoop. Wow, lost it big time there. It bounced off the ceiling. Whoa, accidentally flipped it there. So let's get it onto the ceiling. It doesn't want to go onto the ceiling. I think that's probably the props just protruding above the guards a little bit, so it doesn't do the ceiling bumps very well. Yes, I can see the props are actually extending above the prop guards. The prop guards, by the way, are fixed prop guards. They don't come off. Just testing the prop guards there against the wall. No problems there at all. And the blades are 4-bladed props. I have to say that although the prop guards are what they call the ducted type, I haven't really noticed any significant flight difference between these and standard quadcopters. Certainly the mini size. It's as stable, so it's certainly not any worse, but it's not significantly different that I would say, oh yeah, that's the advantage of the ducted props. But I do like the design of these. Very natty little design on them. It's a little bit different from a normal X-shaped quad or the Hudson shaped quads. And there we have low battery warning. And as I mentioned in the other review for the eachine, it does give you extra flight time after the battery starts flashing. You've got a few seconds there. I mean, what was that? That was just over 5 minutes. And I'm still flying it. I'm going to fly it until it drops down now. And there we go. That's it. And that was... Oh. I completely mucked this up, haven't I? There we go, 5 minutes 50 there, and I've just been mucking around for about 20 seconds to find the timer once I'd turned it off the timer. So it's about 5.5 minutes, which is pretty much spot on with what I got with the eachine. But these are nice little quads and have no problems with these, certainly inside for flying around because of the very substantial prop guards on them. You're very unlikely to do any damage with them. Nice and light, nice and easy to control, so yeah, can't really say anything wrong with them. Perhaps a little bit sensitive on the up and down movement, the thrust, but I've flown the other one a few times now, so I've got used to it a little bit, so once you get used to it, it's not a problem. Yep, nice little quadcopter, nice and easy to fly. Thank you very much for watching.